we got two of the three AL Central teams in the ALCS. LDS, my bad. The Cleveland Guardians will be hosting the hot Detroit Tigers, man. Best of 5 matchup here, man. I'm looking. Do we have the pitching matchup? So let me see if I got it right here. Okay, so we're gonna have tomorrow. The matchup is
the Tigers haven't announced their starter yet.
They haven't announced it yet. Okay, they haven't.
Tigers haven't announced theirs.
Actually, no. The Tigers say that they're throwing Holton, who started that game 2.
Okay.
He pitched the first inning in that game 2 against the Astros.
Okay.
So we're getting pitching chaos right off the jump, which I find to be interesting because my logic is if this series goes 5, don't you want Tarek Skubal available for game 5?
Yeah.
So I'm shocked that he's not pitching game 1, especially considering how dominant he was. And now I'm actually like, feel like I got to start Googling, like, is he okay? Like, I hope he's good.
How many days rest would that be for him?
The game was on Monday?
It was Tuesday. It was the game.
The game was on Tuesday, really?
Yeah, October 1st, Tuesday. Yeah.
But that's 5 days, isn't it?
No,
no, it's not. That's 4.
Oh, damn.
He'll
be pitching on short rest.
So he'll probably be going on game 2 then.
On Sunday. So I mean, I know it's not ideal. I also know that during the regular season that Tarek Skubal got his shit rocked by J-Ram. So maybe you don't want him thrown on short rest, but I just worry about him in a possible game 5 because if you're overly reliant on the bullpen, that's tough in a 5-game set. Fuck it, give me the Tigers. Oh,
how many games? Give
me the Tigers, and I feel like it's got to go to 5. It's got to go to 5. And that's the thing with Skubal not pitching game 1 in a game 5. That means he wouldn't pitch at all, right? Because there's a day in between the two, like once they travel. So,
but he's a madman. So what he could do is like if Skubal can, give you 5 strong in game 2, you take him out, you'll trust your pen. And then you can bring them back on short rest if you need to. And at this point, like I'm done doubting the Tigers, so I'm actually going to pick the Tigers as well. I think at this point, it's just the inevitable. Like I said, I wasn't trying to be a hater when I picked against them, but no, I think right now, even though the Guardians have been amazing this season with Josh Naylor and everybody, I don't think they're going to have enough to beat this team. And one thing we've seen with this new playoff format, I don't like this whole like damn near week off for the higher seeds. Like it doesn't play into their favor.
A little rusty, guys. Are a little rusty.
But that's part of the playoffs, though. We do that in every league now, though. Like you
but no. No. But with football, your body needs that. With baseball, to be playing 162 games rolling, like you're rolling, you have your routine, and then they suddenly nigga, sit down for a week, and then you're gonna come back.
And there's some like hockey is the same way. Like there's obviously benefits to sometimes the extra rest, but like Dave Dombrowski, for example, is on MLB Now, and he was saying that like the Phillies were playing like inter squad games, and like I think now they have the technology to like replicate obvious. Like I'm not too worried about the rest per se, at least not in baseball as much as I am in a more physical game like football. In hockey, that's just
and I agree. I think the thing baseball is more about rhythm and being in a schedule, I guess you want to call it, because it's all about timing. Unlike I'm not saying that any playoffs aren't about timing, but definitely more baseball. But at the same time, like you if you don't want to play extra round at the same time either. If you the Yankees, I don't think you want to play a bottom feeder in the first round and have to play another round after that. You know what I'm saying? Kyle said the wild card's been a waste of time. But so I mean, look, it's making money. So Major League Baseball gonna keep taking that extra ticket money they're gonna get. So I believe it's here to stay, man. Like I said, I'm rolling with the Tigers, bro. I'm rolling with the Tigers.
All 3 of us. I wonder what Mikey would say. We're gonna have to figure that out.
We gotta hit them up. I'm going with the Tigers. I've been believing them since that run that they went on towards the end of the season. They were 11 games out in August, bro. And I always believe the hot teams you never want to play. They're on fire. They got a great manager. You're riding a great pitcher in Tarek Skubal. And I believe that this lineup is hitting right now. And also, the Guardians always choke. It don't matter who on the team. They go out there and win whatever games. I hate Jose Ramirez. I can't stand Jose Ramirez. I can't stand.
What Ram do to you? Besides, maybe knock out your shortstop, your former shortstop that one time.
But when I was a White Sox fan, that's why I hated Jose Ramirez. He just got a punchable face. But
40.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't say he wasn't a great player, but I believe they're gonna lose, and I believe they're gonna lose this in 4. I don't even think it goes to 5. I'm going Detroit Tigers in 4 games, man. Let's go
this is really disrespectful of the Guardians bullpen. So if this comes back to bite, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's Cleveland sports. Okay, they deserve nothing. Let's go to the next American League series. The New York Yankees, in the words of George Costanza, they have no excuses now. I'm sorry. The dreaded Astros are gone. The Astros cannot take you out. We do know that they have a hard time beating AL Central teams in the playoffs too. But the Kansas City Royals coming into this game after sweeping the Baltimore Orioles. Bobby Witt Jr. is having a great season. The matchup is Garrett Cole, who had an up and down season to say the least, going up against Michael Wacha for the Royals. Waka, my bad. Michael Waka. I'm not good with names.
No. He's just, but it's a kind of a testament to this is a real David and Goliath situation. Yeah. Who the hell knows who Michael Waka is? And no one on earth would have predicted that he'd be starting game 1 for this Kansas City Royals team.
Exactly. And I kind of feel like the fate of the Yankees is on the line on this series. If they don't win this series, I believe they don't get to the World Series, there's going to be some major changes this offseason. Courtney, you said the Royals are going to the playoffs from the jump. I'm going to give you the floor. How do you think the series is going to go?
Yeah, and you brought up that point about the Yankees, and if they don't win this year, how detrimental that can kind of be. There's always been a lot of talk on social media about how the Juan Soto trade kind of went. And the Padres saying, oh, we won the trade. And then, Yankee fans saying, oh, well, we won the trade. We're really going to see in this playoffs, in this postseason, who won that trade. Because Michael King has been an absolute stud. Trent Grisham, has been a decent piece who came over in that trade. And Kyle Higashioka, I think, was in that trade for Juan Soto as well. So, we're going to see how well that Juan Soto trade actually ended up. And again, I agree, because he is a rental at the moment. I got to ride with the Royals again. Royals have a really, really solid rotation. I am a little I think the series is going to go to 5. And I think it's a crazy pick. It's obviously not the Orioles, who I know Mikey was like, oh, the Orioles were 7-3 in their last 10. But in the second half of the season, the Orioles bats really struggled. And I think that's why the Royals were kind of able to beat them. So I'm really hoping that their rotation, the Kansas City rotation, that is, can keep the Yankee bats maybe a little quiet, because they're going to need it, because it's not the O's that you're facing.
Yes, and that's why my mate is, as long as they aren't, affected by the rest, I think the Yankees are going to win this. I did pick the Yankees to go to the World Series. I think Juan Soto shines brightest when the lights are bright. You feel me? And so I think coming to the Bronx, I think he's going to show everybody, he's going to really perform and show why he is probably the next $500 million guy. I know Aaron Judge, I talk a lot of shit about Aaron Judge. I'm not going to lie, despite the fact he does a lot of amazing things, because my thing is, as the captain of the Yankees and the guy that, is expected to carry that team. When you get to the playoffs, you got to do more. I know his numbers have been good recently, but I think I need to see another strong performance from him in this playoffs, and I think you're going to get that from him. So I think I'm going to go I'm going to say Yankees in 4. I think, I think the Royals will get a game, but no, I think the Yankees offense will be too much for them.
And in the words of friend of the program and Bronx, New York native, not Bronx, my bad, my man out from the Bronx, Queens, New York native, my man Al Patron said that if there was one table at a restaurant in New York and Jalen Brunson and Aaron Judge walk in the restaurant at the same time, Jalen Brunson is getting a table. And I asked him, why is that? He said, because when that nigga shows up in the playoffs, then he'll get that table. I think this is the year he shows up in the playoffs. I think the Yankees get it done. I think they sweep. I think you're going to see a big series from Aaron Judge. You're going to see a big series for Juan Soto. You're even going to see a big series for Michael Stanton. I got the Yankees in 3, and they're going to move on to the American League Championship Series to play the Detroit Tigers. Now, let's move on to the National League.
Pause. I'm so sorry, because I just looked ahead at the schedule, and so I guess there's a day in between Game 1 and Game 2 of the AL series. So Tarek Skubal will obviously be pitching on an extra day's rest when he pitches Game 2.
Okay.
And then, so that would put him on track to have for Game 5 a full 5-day rest.
Hey, Kyle, thank you for bringing. I forgot Jazz on the team. I'm gonna give Jazz playoff debut. Well, it's not. It's a day. I know they played in the COVID year, but I don't count that.
I know it's David and Goliath, but you know, I literally called the Royals.
Yeah, you got to stay with them now.
I gotta stand 10 toes down. I gotta stand 10 toes down for the Royals. So I'm all in.
Let's go, Yankees.
Oh God.
27 rings, bro.
27 rings, bro.
So cool. Triple double hat trick, I know the code too. Ice trade, go for trade, yeah we cold too. Getting paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not